morning and g'day mate, welcome back to Dyson Sphere with me, Jedi. So, spent a little while on our lovely new planet, the GM planet, and did a tiny bit of outposting. I'm pretty sure I've tapped every resource node, and he immediately finds 2 nodes not tapped, so that's fine, we will go sort those out right now. But we've tapped everything, I think, after these 2 nodes are done on the planet. Please tell me it was this way. Yes, it was this way. And luckily enough, it's with the advanced miners, it's not that hard. I did spend about 50 of them to get it all done. And I'm going to show you guys a trick, a very important trick. Okay. Stand Icarus as far away as possible. Let's go with that direction. And overlap. Done. Okay, and one more. We're just going to have to go maximum capture with this one, like so, and then throw some crappy miners around the outside. Done. Alright, so we have outposted this planet thoroughly. It's good to go. That one goes in there, that one goes in there, and you don't have a miner, you just need power poles. I have run out of miners, definitely. I've also run out of wind turbines to drag around power poles. In fact, if we go to map view and we turn on this overlay, there's a few... Really? We're going to pretend we didn't see those. We can see that there's a few power cables strewn all over the place to get everything powered up. Because lava planets tend to have a lot of resources, like a lot of resources. Always short on silicon, always short on stone and on coal, but iron, copper, and titanium, there's plenty of it. So this one took me about a half hour. That was a half hour to actually get back to base, grab more of the advanced miners, also some of the geothermal power plants, get everything together, plugged in, and ready to go, and all the outposting done. So about half hour, a little bit longer than I'd like. But again, Lava Planet has a lot of resources. On top of that, we also got the achievement. Who approved this? Unlock the technology to make construction latitude of the Dyson Sphere node to reach 45 degrees. So we're getting there. We're getting there. We've got 3 more researchers to go. And then we've done that along with, you know, being able to see all the resources anywhere in the galaxy. That'd be really handy. But with the GM planet done, I want to stop over at... Desert Hurricane Stone Forest. Let's go to the Hurricane Stone Forest. Yes, now Hurricane Stone Forest planet's very, very special. Okay, super special type of planet. I wouldn't call it a rare planet, but it's a very, very special type of planet. Because it has one resource on it guaranteed every single time, and it's not the one that you'd think of normally. It's like I said, a rare resource. So when we crash land, perfect. Even got a bounce in. Of course, there's coal on the pole. All right, we're going to go to the other end of the map, and we're going to put down our blueprint for power and or exports. That's going to be the very first thing we do. Where are we? That I don't need. We want outpost thermal power, which we will just snap. You frustrate me, game. That's even worse. How do we get things so unaligned after we move them from planet to planet? Alright, I'm going to have to re-blueprint this. Sometimes the game does funny things. Okay, hang on. Hang on. If I face that way, the blueprinting suddenly get better. Where are we? Oh look, now everything's straight. Just because Icarus turned around. Yeah, about that. Alright, so we're going to dump that blueprint down there. That should auto-build. Obviously, we can see we're definitely missing some resources. So I'll put down a tower out here. I need... Oh boy, what is that? So I need solar panels. Just 100, please. I need sorters. 100. I'm going to get a lot more than 100 shipped. Splitters, it turns out. Those. And also, solar panels have already done. Green belt. Green belt I can't actually get. So we're going to use the logic of upgrade, and we're going to put in blue belt instead. So this should get up and running. We literally need to just throw shippies in there and throw shippies in that one, in that one, in that one, that tower as well. And I think I just ran out of shippies. I did. Can I also get some shippies, please? Demand. 689. Okay, that's an odd amount. Okay, I want to turn off robot cleaning up. You have stone. Cool, you can have that stone. And sort the inventory. And now hopefully we can... okay, first off we can upgrade that belt. And that belt. And that belt. That should hopefully give us enough of the other belt that we can get things done. You already have those in stock, and those in stock, and those in stock. So, that should get everything up and running. We're going to need a little bit of charge. Eventually we'll have enough charge. We can just go pick up hydrogen. As we can see, the sorters are powered at 13%, which is technically enough. That's all we really need. You're the one missing shippies. Okay, so I just need to wait for the shippies to get here, and then we're good. And then today's episode, there we go, shippies. We want to put big shippies in, little shippies in. Okay, now today's episode, I want to move on with our next task, okay? Our next task is a fairly important one. And that side of the planet is the blank side of the planet. I want to re-automate science. I know, re-automate it. Science, I'm not happy with our original science builds. They work, they do the job. I did mention it last episode that, you know, they got it sort of slapped together. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to reinvent the wheel, so to speak. I'd like to redo all the different science packs with a little bit more patience taken. Really with an aim for, hey, eventually we're going to redo these with I'm going to be able to blueprint these. I'm going to be able to, you know, export them and take them into a new save, and we're going to be able to use this very, very quickly to get like blue science up and running and red science up and running and all those sorts of things. So what I need to do is I need to plan. I'm going to plan them around a tower purely because we have tower technology now, but I'll probably be blueprinting them without the tower. At least that's the plan. I am going to plan to proliferate them. Okay, that is definitely going to be part of the goal, I guess, is to have a blueprint that will give me everything I need to actually get out to our blue science and proliferate the blue science, of course. And I want to aim for around about 2 science per second. And I'm also going to intentionally do this with Mark 1. I'm going to do this with Mark 1 assemblers, Mark 1 belts, Mark 1 sorters. So it's ready for early game, with the full intention that, you know, I could attach it to a tower now in the late game, and it would be good to go, and we could just turn it on. Also, I want to plan that if I double the speed of the assemblers, going from Mark 1 to Mark 3, then it doubles the speed of the production, which means all I have to do is either double the speed of the smelters by having the really expensive smelters, which I still don't have, by the way, or just add a second smelter to whatever the queue is. So if it needs 2 smelters, we can need to make sure we have room to add 4 smelters. Okay, that's the plan. So first thing I'm going to do is we're going to turn on Icarus' special nightlight. Oh, and I did mention that Hurricane Stone Foresters have one resource that you would not believe. Well, one resource on every planet that's very, very special. And we can see this especially with when we put down the wind turbines, or when we put down the towers. We can see that the ground digs in a certain amount. If I put down a Tesla tower, we can see it digs in a certain amount. Soil pile, the top bottom right hand corner, 1,897 soil pile. Yeah, this planet has the whole top layer is about 3 layers too high. Actually, we're going to clear that and we're going to bring in that, which will get shipped from the other end, which is perfect. Because, yeah, I'm going to be foundationing a chunk of this planet just for soil pile. Because we can. Alright, so whilst that's happening, we're going to obviously be using Mark 1 belt. I also want to mark these belts thoroughly. So, to make blue sites, that's the first one we need to do. First one we need to make. We need to get... Cool. Have 50 interstellar logistics vessels in space at the same time. Great. We already got that achievement, but now we've re-got that achievement. Excellent. Oh, actually, achievements. How many up to? 36. Not bad. Not bad. And milestones, still 37 because we haven't found fractal silicon, organic crystals, stalagmite, or unipolar. And we definitely haven't made artificial stars yet. Although, actually, technically, no, they're probably being automated right now. So I just need to go pick one up at some stage. Okay, back to science. All right. We want to make blue sites. Blue sites requires magnets, which require iron, requires copper, which requires copper ore, also requires circuit boards, which require iron, which requires iron ore, and also copper, again, copper ore. So it's literally iron ore and copper ore, hence iron ore. Next thing I want to do is, like I said, I want to proliferate everything. So we're going to put a proliferator here. Here. Yes. Okay. We want smelters. I'm going to go with... I need, according to my maths, I need 2, but I need to leave room for twice as much. So we're going to have 2 of you guys doing magnets, you and you, which has a very long craft time, which we're thankful for, because I should be able to import and export like that. We're going to double it up just to be safe. We're going to have that belt come up and back that way, probably. Put a sprayer there. And then we need to make our magnetic coils. Now, magnetic coils, again, I only need 1 assembled. I don't have to leave extra room because in the case of this particular one, the assembler will double in speed. Rather than having twice as many, I just need to make it twice as fast, which we can do with a simple upgrade. You need 2 magnets to 1 copper. So, we should be going input, input, output. Yeah, this way. Yep, because I want to have it grab twice as much. I want it to... Do I? You need 2 every 1 second, which technically the Mark 1 sorters won't keep up with because you take 0.75 seconds per trip. Yeah, it should be close enough. It should be close enough. And again, that's something else I'm going to be aiming for. Like, there are certain things I will not be able to get perfect, okay? Just due to sorter speed or sorter pacing or whatever. Close enough, we'll accept. Okay, so you need copper, which I'm going to bring in on this side intentionally, which will probably go like this, so I can put another spray coater here. Copper-wise, we need smelters. I need 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4 again. We'll bring... We will pick up this whole tower. You know, tower, pick up the belts. No, we'll just shortcut the belts. You go there. You go there. You go... no, it should be fine. You went the wrong way. Okay, I'll bring out the copper ore here. Take this around this side of the smelters. I'm going to set you to be copper, except actually only need 2 of you, which is those 2. Okay, let's start marking some belts. So right here where the front of the sorters are, we're going to mark you as iron ore, which will be magnets, which will copy and paste. Then you're going to be magnetic coils, which will copy and paste. which technically I can move you all the way over there. So let's do that. You're going to be copper ingots. Copy and paste. You're going to be copper ore. Alright, we're good so far. Now, we still haven't made the circuit boards, and you don't have an input, so we'll give you an input. So you're now good. You're good. Okay, and then the next thing I need is... I need two more smelters, potentially 4, to make... not that recipe, but that recipe. And I think the easiest one for this one is if we bring the belt... Ew. I want to spray the belt. Actually, if we bring the ore to here, there, maybe another time. We'll find out. Okay, we bring the ore to there, and I move you guys to there and there, and have you output plate. Plate would come up to here, and then spin around and come back. No, because you guys also need to do magnets, which also has to spin around and come back. And I can't get an assorter to reach 4 tiles. Any other good ideas? Okay, let's copy that and put that there. Remove that. Let's remove that. Actually, if we bring this up, does something stop me doing that? Plate, plate, spray coater. You guys do not get ore off that belt. You get ore off this belt. Because you guys have a 1.5 second craft time, you actually only need 1 sorter, because you're going to take 0.75 seconds per trip, and you're going 2 tile. You have a 1.5 second craft time, so it's going to take that amount of time to move that distance. So I just have to make sure I can fit 4 smelters in here, which means 1, 2, 3, 4. You and you go away. We add a belt there. We add a belt there. We bring you input, output, draggy droppy. And that is technically everything sprayed, apart from iron ore. I want to spray the iron ore as well. And then the only thing I need to do from here is I need to make circuit boards. So this is one of our outputs. So we're going to take this all the way over here so we know that's an output. That goes straight to labs. We need to make circuit boards. So circuit boards are 1 copper and 2 iron over 1 second. So if I put an assembler here, and I have you grab copper, and you have a crafting rate of 1 second and you need 1 copper, except you're only going to move 8 copper every 0.75. It means I need 2. And then if I put the iron here, we're going to change you over to be circuit boards. I still need to spray it. How do we spray it? Just to spray it, I need to get it up here somewhere. If we move, so that goes up and loops back. Then we're reaching over it. I could have it go this side of the copper belt and just have 2 sorters on here, and that moves it further out of my way. Does that actually help anything? Because I need to work out how to get the circuit boards from here up to here, sprayed, and then back down. Which means I need 2 tiles worth of space. So I could get 1 tile moving this across. And a 2nd tile. Okay, alright. We've got a plan. We've got a working plan. It's not a good plan, but it's a working plan. No. That won't. That could. Alright, this is why we build things temporarily. And then we work things out on the fly before we just turn it on. Alright, so I want to have that belt go up and through here instead. Okay? Because that we can do. At the same time, got a copper ore belt running through there. Because again, I'm trying also not to move belts above and below one another. That'd be nice. Not a requirement, but it'd be nice. If I remove green circuits up here, we could move it down. Okay, actually, no. The idea is developing. Okay, I need an extra tile. Go away. So we're going to bring copper ore in here. Actually, in here instead. Move that down by a tile. We're going to move this over to here. And you guys, your input will actually be 1 tile further away for both of you. Okay, our greens, our circuit boards, sorry, not green circuits, are going to come out here, which means you also need to move down another tile. We'll get there in the end. You need to move down another tile. You need to move down a tile. You need to move down a tile. You need 2 inputs and 2 outputs because they're going to go that much further. That becomes your output. That... Hello? Gimme. That becomes your sprayer for circuit boards and your sprayer for iron ore. Let's mark the belts. You are going to be circuit boards, which means that one's circuit boards. That one's magnetic coils already. You can come up and down to there for symmetry reasons, no other reason. You can come up and down to there for symmetry reasons. And I don't know... Okay, the iron belt can come closer. Let's have you have your input. And because you need 2 every second, we're going to give you 2 inputs. You also need to have 2 outputs. 2 outputs could be a separate issue. Or we could just bring it out sideways. So we could then go output, output. Also means this belt can tuck up closer. And then we should be able to get away with 1 sorter. Alright, are we good with this build so far? This blueprint? So, this brings out our circuit boards and our magnetic coils. And then I need 5 labs. 5 labs should be easy enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all we need. Okay, I'm going to add a 6th one just on the off chance. Which means that belt goes to there. That belt goes to there. We then go input, 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 input. That's no input. Okay. You go... Oh! No, we left room at the start for the smelters. Okay, that's fine. Input, input. Now, there's only catch to this is I technically need, if you're going to make blue science, you need 1 of each. Oh, but it's 3 seconds. So we're probably okay with Mark 1 sorters. But I cover our bases, we'll do input, 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 input. Just because they're going to reach a little bit further. Okay. So then that means we pop down a tower. Roughly center of the build. That looks about center, right? Built. We're going to bring that belt out there. That belt out there. We're going to bring back in iron ore, copper ore, juice, Mark II, output, and warpers. Okay. So our spray, let's do our spray. Our spray is going to use this tile. And then we're going to get a straight belt so we can run it through all of them one hit. Okay, you guys need an output, so we might as well do that at the same time. That's going to come down to there. Change my mind. I want you to come up a tile already. Ground level. Up a tile. That's better. So you can go straight into there. Tucking underneath. Alright. You have an input, an input, and an input. That's all marked, that's all marked, that's all marked. That's all marked. So the only thing we don't have so far is power. Power for the tower, we'll do that first. We're going to set up local demand, 100%. Remote storage. We're going to throw ships in there and ships in there. We're going to go for a quick jaunt. Because there's one patch of coal on the planet, and I don't have any advanced miners left. And for one patch of coal, it's not worth. Oh god, so many rocks. Lack of item, really? Oh really? Wow. Okay. Put down a tower. Now I do have, and we will do it in the future. I will have a separate blueprint we'll be putting down that will auto request in all the things that we need to build. Like power poles, like miners, both advanced and normal. But right at the moment, haven't worried about it, because guess where the coal is? Right on the other pole, where I build exactly that blueprint, which I cannot place because, well, the gods of RNG went and put coal in the way. Okay, we want you, plus you, plus you, plus you. Watch Icarus fall. There, and there, and bring another miner in there. Yeah, and can a miner slip in between you two? No. No. Okay, we're going to shove that all into a tower first. Mark 1 belt should be plenty. Okay, you can go in there. You can go in there. You can go in there. You go there. Go up 2 tiles, and then you obviously step around that belt into that one. You come up to here, down to there, and really? Won't be difficult. And you into there. Okay, so that should be all the coal in the world. Okay, because I want to mine out all the coal, definitely. Next thing I want to do is blueprints. I want early game blueprints. I want the self-proliferating proliferator, and we're going to go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I doubt we have enough coal in here to get out 5 of these builds, but we'll try it. So that's going to be coal, which we will put straight in there. That's going to be coal, which we'll put straight in there. Power, 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 power. And again, a tower. Put that one there. And you're going to go into that tower. You're going to be set to goop. And literally, I just want to convert everything to goop. Okay? That's going to be our grand plan. Because the coal itself is useless and in our way, so the faster we can mine it out, the better. But goop is actually useful. Okay, I need to give you an input belt. That one there. What are your stores like? Oh, they're being requested. Ha! Because we put down this blueprint. Yep, they're being requested into the tower already. Okay, that one's running. That's pretty... No, it's going up slightly, so I can at least run at least one more blueprint. That goes to there, and then that means that goes to there. Okay, so it should hopefully start falling. Not really. I don't know how much stone we're doing per second. It's falling fractionally. Alright, well, we've already blueprinted down the next one. You can come out as well. You can go to that build. And then your output can again come to there. And get tucked in there. Alright, so that should max out our coal thoroughly. It might also do horrible things to our power, because we're running a few Proliferator builds purely for the fun of it. Power pole's too far away from me. Click on. Power pole, you. No, actually has not even put a dent in our power. Okay, so that's that build running, that build running, that build running. We're going to turn however much coal we have into however much Proliferator juice we can. The first one is almost fully primed. Getting there. And then we should have juice. Okay, after we have juice, which I think I do have... Yes, I do have some on me. I'll take that with me. Thank you. Alright, so all I have to do is I need to power up this. So we're going to put a power pole there, and a power pole there, and a power pole there. I don't have to build anything else in the middle. So I do need to plan to have 2 more smelters there, 2 more smelters there, and 2 more smelters there. They're not going to be there permanently, but I need to plan for them to actually exist. I'm going to put a power pole there and a power pole there. I'm going to remove that one belt segment. I'm going to put a power pole here, and a power pole there. You know what? We'll put one... Yeah, we'll put one here, and we'll put one... Really? Oh, now you line up with the copper. Which means I'm going to put that power pole there and that power pole there. Okay, so if I remove you, and you, because you don't need to exist, then that should be our build. I do want to tag iron here. Copper here, Mark III juice here, and here, and of course, here. Yes, and the return belt we'll mark with blue cubes there. Here where we've marked all the other belts. And probably once here. We'll mark circuits there, and we'll mark the magnetic coil there and there. Okay, alright, so with that done, you guys are getting juice, excellent. Iron and copper is a whole nother story. Alright, where is our absolute closest iron and copper deposit? There's a copper deposit to our south. We can go grab that fairly easy. Alright, drop that down. If I was to request advanced miners, would they show up? All depends whether we actually have 100 in stock. We have 100 in stock. Okay. Am I impatient? You betcha. Copper ore. Blue belt, because I'm super impatient at this point. I did say I got impatient, and I started doing outposts. I've got a lot of experience outposting. It gets done in a hurry. Okay, so that means we can clear out that. You're going to run. You'll have copper ore, which is great. Nearest iron patch was to the left, which is awesome, because I can just throw an advanced miner on that. We can stand over here. We can throw an advanced miner on that. And there. No. Try again. Okay. There. There we go. Advanced miners, like I said. Plenty of coverage. Alright. Power poles. From there to there. Real power pole, real power pole, and a real power pole. That then covers our iron. So, back to this one. I just need to set up local demand. Local demand. You guys have got ships. Are we not mining the copper fast enough? Pretty much. Next closest copper patch. Over there. Copper. Again, double miner setup. We'll go there and there. Let's ready on the power poles. Plug in you. Plug in you. Even if you just turn on partially, whilst I just run this back to the main grid. There you go. It's already blue. We're already happy with our power. There to there. And we'll tag you on as well. But Blue Science has some copper. Remote storage, local demand, remote storage. Helps if I set up filters. So you're going to be copper, you're going to be iron. And then the important things with this is the blueprint, all I need to do to double it from 2 science per second to take it from 2 science per second up to 4 science per second is double the smelters. On top of that, if we upgrade the proliferator juice from the green up to the blue, so to go from 20% extra products to 25% extra products, it's going to mean that we're going to get a fraction more science, which I'm not going to argue with, a fraction more science out, and none of the ratios change at all. And that's what I'm going to really aim for with each one of these builds. I want to have something that we can build, we can blueprint, we can place down, and if that tower was 1 tile further back, we could have the belts. Like, I want to have 1, 2, 3 belts. 4 belts in the case of this one. Iron, copper, goop, and then science. And then you have 2 choices. You can either just place it down and plug in the belts yourself, or you could go the extra step as I have, because I'm in late game tech, and put down a tower. Also means that even if you get to late game and you're like, okay, I'm not getting enough blue science, red science, whatever, I can literally take the existing blueprints and go just paste. And if I paste down 4 of them doing 2 per second, that's now 8 per second. Or 5 of them for 10 per second, and so on and so forth. Rather than having one large build, a couple of tiny builds sometimes is better off. Anyway, that looks like it's running. If we go to production, production stats, it is already favorited. Yeah, and we go to 1 minute. What are we looking for? 2 per second, which is 120. It looks pretty good, actually. And it's going to use Bless All Proliferator Juice, because it's only a tiny build. 110, 111, 112, 13, 15. They're running. That's got resources right there backed up. That has resources backed up. Yeah, I can't argue. 15, 17, 16. I think we can call it 120. I think I'd have to have an average over 10 minutes to actually have it say 120. But I'm going to call that 2 science per second. So I'm going to call this episode here. We've got blue science done. On top of that, we've got a lovely blueprint we can stamp down. That will, all it means I have to do is just show up on a planet, stamp it down. It'll import its own hydrogen, its own warpers. It'll also export any items that we've got, you know, like copper and iron, and any rare resources we happen to find on the planet. Last things last, if we grab this, and that one's blue. We dump that down. Collect 4 million units of sand, not solar piles, sand in the game. We can see that was, what, that's almost 500,000 soil, isn't it? I lost the number. Oh, the 40, no, I was look at how quickly that's going up. That was probably 500,000 soil. So yeah, we are going to be foundationing this planet no matter what. Even if it's with clear foundation, it'll do 2 things. One, it'll give us a heap of soil pile. 2, it's going to remove all the stupid rocks that Icarus gets stuck on. So I'm not going to argue with that. It's going to be a bunch of soil pile and a bunch of fun. Not really. It just takes time. But to not have to trip over rocks is definitely a bonus in my book. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to leave this episode here. Next episode, obviously, we're going to have to work on red science. Which we might have to do a detour for. We'll see. We'll see. But there goes 10,000 soil pile. 10,000 foundations in a hurry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. Okay. Yep. All of it's gone. And 5.5 million up from, I don't know, I guess we started at 3.5. And 108 because you refused to make me happy. Alright, well that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys in the very next episode of Dyson Sphere with me and good old Icarus Prime. Alright, that's it. We're out. Bye.